If a woman has these 10 qualities, never let her go. Stoicism, modern stoic. A great relationship is about two things. First, appreciating the similarities, and second, respecting the differences. Zrania. There comes a moment in every man's life when he pauses, looks at the woman beside him, and wonders, is she truly the one meant to walk this path with me until the end? It's not a question of romance alone. It's deeper than that. It's about virtue, character, and alignment, the core of what the Stoics called a harmonious union. Modern Stoicism teaches us that love is not merely about emotion, but about shared values, mutual growth, and the ability to remain grounded through both storms and sunshine. And while passion can fade, what remains are the principles that bind two souls together through time. So today, let's explore 7 rare qualities of a woman, virtues that, when viewed through the lens of a modern Stoic, reveal whether the woman in your life is truly the one. If she embodies these qualities, brother, do not take her for granted. Recognize her worth, honor her presence, and whatever you do, never let her go. Before we begin, if this message speaks to you, show your support by liking this video, subscribing for more timeless wisdom, and sharing your experience in the comments below. Your story may guide another man toward clarity. Now, let's dive in. Number 1. She supports your goals and pursues her own. If you meet a woman who supports your goals with fire in her eyes and still chases her own dreams like her life depends on it, do not let her go. She is not just a lover, she is a force, a modern Stoic queen. She doesn't cling, she doesn't beg, and she doesn't need your validation to feel valuable. She knows her worth. She's not in your life to be carried. She's there to walk beside you, powerfully, silently, resiliently. This is the kind of woman Marcus Aurelius would have called rare and precious, the kind who believes in your potential even when you're doubting yourself. She won't nag you to level up. She'll inspire you to do it, just by the way she lives. When you see her running at dawn, pushing her limits, chasing excellence, not for applause, but because she's wired for greatness, you realize something. You want to be better too. That's what real influence looks like. She may say nothing, but her actions shake you awake. She believes in self-discipline, in self-mastery, in growth. And she believes you should grow too, not to impress her, but to honor yourself. Seneca once said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This woman is that person. She brings calm to chaos, strength to weakness, direction to drift. In today's world full of superficial validation and short-term thrill, finding a woman like this is rarer than gold. She isn't looking for someone to complete her. She's already complete, but she chooses to stand with you. That's power. That's love forged in fire, not fantasy. If you are blessed with such a woman, protect that relationship like a fortress. Don't play games. Don't test her patience. Build with her. Fight for her. Grow with her. Because once she's gone, you'll feel the void of not just a partner, but a purpose. In the way of the Stoic, this is the woman who keeps you grounded and elevates your soul. She's not your shadow, she's your mirror and your fire. Comment below. I will never let a strong, Stoic woman go. And if this message hit you deep, subscribe and share this with a brother who needs to hear it. Because real men don't fear powerful women, they rise with them. Number 2. She does not hold grudges. If you found a woman who does not hold grudges, don't ever let her go. That kind of woman is a rarity, a living embodiment of wisdom wrapped in grace. In a world where people are quick to cut ties, seek revenge, or stay bitter, a woman who can forgive is a queen in disguise. She understands the truth that we are all fallible, humans, not saints. We make mistakes, we fall short, we speak without thinking. But she doesn't weaponize your flaws against you. She doesn't let one bad moment define your entire worth. No, she chooses to release resentment, to lay down her sword, and build a bridge over the storm. That, my friend, is power. That is the kind of strength the weak will never understand. Stoicism teaches that we must master ourselves, our reactions, our thoughts, our choices. It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them, said Epictetus. A woman who forgives lives by that truth. She sees the temporary nature of pain and focuses on what's eternal: connection, growth, peace. When she forgives, she's not excusing your mistake. She's choosing not to let it poison the relationship. And in doing so, she teaches you how to be better, stronger, more grounded. Forgiveness in her hands is not weakness. It's divine. It's leadership. It's emotional mastery. If you have that woman beside you, don't be a fool. Respect her, honor her, protect that energy like your life depends on it, because it does. A woman like that is the quiet pillar holding your entire kingdom together. Don't wait until she's gone to realize she was the one. Cherish her now, or live with the silence of regret. To err is human, to forgive divine. She lives that truth. So here's your call to action. If you know a woman like this, go to the comments and type, "I will protect the woman who forgives." Like this video if her forgiveness saved your relationship. Subscribe if you know her value. And if you're still searching, prepare to become the man worthy of such grace. Number 3. She is consistent. She is consistent. That means the woman beside you today is the same woman you met, admired, and were drawn to when it all began. Her essence doesn't change with the wind, and you're never left wondering which version of her you'll meet tomorrow. There's a kind of peace in that, a quiet confidence that grows when the person you love doesn't shift unpredictably, doesn't wear 1,000 different masks depending on the day or mood. Think of the contrast. Someone whose emotions swing like a pendulum, where joy can snap into anger in an instant, where affection one day becomes cold detachment the next. Being with someone like that can feel like constantly tiptoeing through a minefield, emotionally drained, unsure of whether a simple conversation might trigger chaos. It's no way to build a meaningful life, but a consistent woman. Now that's someone who brings stoic calm to your days. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. A consistent partner helps free you from that stress. She becomes your peace, not because she never changes, but because her growth is stable, intentional, and grounded. You see, true consistency isn't about rigidity or boring repetition. It's about being emotionally reliable. She is the type of woman who doesn't flinch when life gets hard. She doesn't let stress warp her values or moods. She meets challenge with grace, and her love doesn't falter when you're at your lowest. In today's world, where social media showcases highlight reels, where people reinvent themselves daily to please others or chase validation, a consistent woman is a rare gem. She reminds you of who you are when the noise of the world tries to make you forget. And that's why, if you find a woman who embodies this stoic virtue, you don't let her go. She brings clarity when life is chaotic, steadiness when everything else wobbles. She makes you feel safe, not because she shields you from storms, but because she never becomes the storm. In a society obsessed with novelty and temporary highs, she stands firm, offering not just love, but a foundation. That is priceless. So appreciate her. Recognize that her unwavering presence isn't ordinary. And in true Stoic fashion, don't cling with desperation, but honor, protect, and grow with her. Because while passion may light the fire, it is consistency, the calm, enduring flame that keeps it burning through the seasons of life. Number 4, she compromises. Imagine you're a captain steering your ship through the journey of life, and beside you stands a woman who's not just enjoying the calm seas, but prepared to brave the storms with you. In the beginning, everything seems effortless. The conversations flow, the laughter comes easily, and the winds of life blow gently in your favor. But as any man knows, life is unpredictable. Storms appear without warning. Disagreements arise. Tough decisions must be made. And in those critical moments, what separates a fleeting connection from a lasting bond is the ability to compromise. Stoicism reminds us that while we cannot control the tempest that life hurls our way, we can control how we respond. And in relationships, that response often takes the shape of compromise, meeting in the middle, not because you're giving up, but because you're choosing unity over ego. Think of it like this. Two people are building a bridge from opposite sides of a river. If neither moves, the bridge will never meet. But when one person steps forward and the other meets them halfway, the structure is not only complete, but stronger than either could have built alone. Whether it's small things like deciding how to spend a weekend, or bigger life-altering choices like relocating for work or adjusting to financial challenges, a woman who is willing to work through these moments with openness and grace is demonstrating a quiet strength that goes beyond words. That willingness to compromise is not a weakness. It's a form of emotional intelligence, maturity, and love. In today's world, where so many people prioritize their own wants over shared growth, a woman who values us over me is not just rare, she's priceless. She sees the bigger picture and understands that love isn't about always getting your way. It's about walking the path together, side by side, even when the road bends and the sky darkens. So if you found a woman who doesn't run when the waves rise, who steadies the sails and works with you to keep the ship afloat, do not take that for granted. That's not just someone who's in love. That's someone who's committed to building a life with you, brick by brick, moment by moment. Keep her close, because in the long run, beauty fades, excitement settles, but the ability to weather life together through compromise, that's what makes a love unshakable. Number 5, she holds similar values as you. If you ever meet a woman who shares your core values, never take that lightly, because in the long journey of life, alignment in principles is far more powerful than fleeting passion or shared hobbies. Imagine being with someone who lights up your world, someone who makes you laugh, who enjoys your music, your favorite dishes, your little quirks. But then, when real life hits hard, you find yourselves rowing in opposite directions. Maybe you believe in building for the future, investing wisely, delaying gratification for something greater, but she prefers to live for today, spending impulsively, brushing off tomorrow's responsibilities. Or perhaps you're devoted to personal growth. You read, reflect, strive to be better every day, but she's comfortably stuck in place, uninterested in any form of evolution. That's where Stoicism steps in, like a wise old friend, reminding you that what's attractive is not always what's lasting. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and your values are the foundation of those thoughts. If your values don't align with hers, your vision for life won't either." Picture two people sailing across an unpredictable ocean. Unless they're both navigating by the same stars, they'll drift apart. No matter how magical their moments once felt, storms will come, disagreements will rise, but when you're anchored by shared beliefs about money, character, integrity, growth, you'll weather anything together. It's not about perfection or total agreement. It's about the shared direction of your souls. So if you find a woman who not only makes your heart beat faster, but also walks beside you with similar values, do not let her go. That's not just rare, it's sacred. That's not just love, it's a partnership forged in wisdom. As the great Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. And one of the greatest riches a man can find is a woman who wants what truly matters, just as he does. Brothers, take a moment to reflect. Are your relationships built on sand or stone? What values do you stand on? And does she stand there with you? Share your thoughts in the comments, because real wisdom is not only learned, but lived and shared. Let's build strong relationships rooted in purpose, clarity, and shared virtue, the very essence of modern Stoic living. Number 7. She is intellectually challenging. If a woman challenges your mind, don't take it lightly, because in a world where many relationships begin with a glance, it's rare to find someone who holds your attention through thoughtful words, sharp ideas, and meaningful conversations. Sure, the initial spark often starts with physical attraction. That's human nature. But as any seasoned man knows, beauty fades and novelty wears off. But the depth of a woman's mind, her insight, her way of seeing the world, that's the fire that never dims. Imagine you've dated someone who was physically stunning. You had fun in the beginning, nice dinners, casual chats, but eventually the conversations stayed shallow. You begin to crave more: substance, depth, challenge. Now contrast that with meeting a woman who doesn't just nod along with everything you say. Instead, she listens, questions, reflects, and introduces you to thoughts you hadn't considered. She sharpens your mind like iron sharpening iron. That's where the magic is. That's where respect, admiration, and emotional intimacy are born. Stoic wisdom reminds us that we are not disturbed by things, but by our interpretations of them. So imagine how valuable a partner becomes when she helps you see the world through a wiser lens. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it, said Seneca. Don't waste your life in a relationship where your soul isn't fed. A woman who is intellectually stimulating is more than just a romantic partner. She becomes your partner in growth, your mirror, your sounding board. She will hold you accountable, inspire you to think bigger, and keep your spirit alive long after youth has faded. These are the relationships that don't just survive the years, they deepen with time. So if you found a woman who lights up your intellect and respects your mind enough to challenge it, never let her go. She is rare. She is gold. And in this modern Stoic journey, where we strive for self-mastery and inner peace, having such a woman by your side is not just a gift. It's a privilege. Let your heart be wise enough to recognize that kind of woman when she stands in front of you. Now, I ask you, have you ever met a woman who challenged your thinking in a way that made you a better man? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how that kind of connection changed your life. It's true. Every man has his own vision of the perfect partner, shaped by life experiences, desires, and personal values. But as we reflect on the 7 powerful traits discussed in this video, one thing becomes clear. Some qualities are universally timeless. No matter your past or present, when a woman embodies these virtues, loyalty, patience, emotional stability, deep respect, unwavering support, kindness, and a shared sense of purpose, you'd be a fool to let her go. These aren't just traits, they're pillars of a love that endures. In a world that often glorifies fleeting pleasures, the modern Stoic man knows that true strength lies in commitment, clarity, and discernment. Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. And if life grants you the rare blessing of a woman who aligns with these virtues, remember, appreciation is wisdom in action." So ask yourself, have we missed a vital quality that matters to you personally? Is there a story from your life that mirrors these insights? The comments below are not just for feedback. They're for brotherhood. Share your perspective. Connect with others on this journey. And if this message sparked something in you, consider giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with someone who might need to hear it. Your support helps keep the flame of wisdom burning and builds a community where iron sharpens iron. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss another reflection on love, strength, and Stoic clarity. Our library is rich with insights waiting for you to explore, curated to strengthen your spirit and sharpen your mind. Thank you for walking with us today. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about growth, awareness, and forging a life of quiet power. So until next time, keep your heart grounded, your standards high, and your spirit unshaken. And remember, if you truly find a woman with these 7 rare virtues, cherish her, because letting her go would be the greatest mistake a wise man could make.